Like, man, I knew you went.
Danger, danger. Yeah.
I don't normally do this, but I will tonight. So I wrote out a little speech, of course. So I guess where do we begin, first of all? I guess we could start by talking about what it was like growing up, first of all, with two amazing, gorgeous sisters, complete badasses. Jackie, Melissa, two wonderful parents, my mom and my dad. So, first of all, I guess I could say, like, mom, dad, Jackie, Melissa, I have to give you a lot of credit for being so cool and tolerant, first of all, for my behavior as a child. Because I was kind of an odd kid growing up, I guess you could say. I was always searching for my identity and trying to relate to anything or everything I saw on television. You probably remember. If you've ever seen the movie like Big Daddy, you know the kid Frankenstein, I kind of was like that kid, just always out outside wearing really weird shit a lot of the time. And I always had awesome parents and awesome sisters and that supported it, that just really never cared. So basically, kind of like where I'm coming from, I guess, is it's funny that back in the day we didn't have like social media. You could go out there and you could take photos of your kids and you could see how weird they looked and whatever it is and get people to like it. So, kind of like speaking of social media and whatnot, I don't know if you know this, Jim, but did you know that you were about to marry somebody who is probably one of the first founders of Facebook? I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. So basically, Jackie came up back in the day with JackieO'ReillyAbroad.com. That was like circa 1998, I think is what it was. Around there, 99. But she was like the first person ever to actually have her own website and put photos out on the internet that you could actually have live update of like what people were doing. So
with blogged information.
Exactly,
That's
blogged
cool.
information.
Kinda
People
like
would
a-
follow it.
Kind of like a travel log.
So
She was in Holland.
Whatnot. So
That's
it
awesome.
kind of got to that point, but you know, it's like, damn, you know, Zuckerberg took your idea. That's kind of a bummer. But it's all right.
He got the money, you get the credit.
Yeah, but no matter what, Jackie has always been awesome. She is an outstanding, independent woman. She's tough, assertive, she's demanding, kind of like a drill sergeant at times. But I guess that's why she's also a successful lawyer now. Sorry, I'm just going completely off tangent right now. I'm not reading from this thing at all. Like Melissa just basically called out a second ago. But I do admire
my
Jackie's
God.
adventurous spirit. She's always lived her life on the throw of a dart. You basically just put a map up on the wall, and wherever that dart lands, I guarantee Jackie will be there, ready to speak and command troops, regardless. But I think that's also funny because at least like the first 7 or so years of her life, she spent walking around kind of like a mute, super quiet. She would suck her thumb and carried around a little blanket and basically have her sister talk for her constantly. And she couldn't pronounce Melissa, so she used to just call her Zaza all the time. She was kind of like a female version of Forrest Gump, I guess you could say. But that's why I think it's so crazy because she's so assertive and tough now. And she'll, you know, fight everybody. But it's kind of funny though because they like when it comes down to kind of like I guess you could say being a little brother of a family and having 2 older sisters, it got to that point where a lot of the times, you know, they would have boyfriends and whatnot. They'd come around, and I would start realizing majority of the time that these guys weren't normal people. It was always some guy that was from a foreign country or whatnot. They had a knack for people that were in a foreign country. So it was always an Enrique or like a Jose or a Cuervo or something like that. A lot of times I was kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like, whatever happened to Bob, Bill, Jim? So finally,
Detroit is a foreign country.
is finally, one day I hear the word Jim, and I was like, Jim, that's got to be an American guy. It's going to be amazing. So, I knew I liked him right from the beginning. I can guarantee it. I knew it. I also like Big Jim right from the beginning, too. They're like a match made in heaven.
That would be me.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't because of your good looks, or because you remind me of Harold Ramis from the Ghostbusters. But
Oh,
it was
how he
because
does.
you, Jim, had the first thing that I could say that I find incredibly important that you actually related to with me. And as simple as it is, it's the word football. It's true. Football, because every other guy that I met that came through those doors, I would say, do you guys like football? And they would say, "Si, I like soccer." Always. And I'd just be like, damn it. You know, like, what the hell? I was like, you don't understand. It's not soccer, never mind, whatever. I can't take this anymore. So I asked Jim the same exact question when I met him. I was like, do you like football? Jim's response was, Detroit Lions, baby. Michigan State all the way.
Woo! Go Spartans!
He said it with such a passion that I knew automatically from that moment on, I was like, check mark, bam, he's done. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's like nobody else, yeah.
And he would
I was
root
like,
for Mason Blue occasionally.
exactly. And I was like, I'll marry him. I was like, whatever. I was like, he's in.
Yeah.
But, so no matter what, like, and he started talking smack about other teams. I was like, I love this guy. Like, this is going to be perfect. I see many Saturdays and Sundays coming up in our future, just sitting around with children, whatever it is. And it's going to be amazing.
Whatever they are.
So, to kind of like close out, I would say, I'm sure I'll find out more about you in years to come. I know a little bit about
There's
you
a
right
lot
now.
to find out.
Right? As we can tell from what you were saying. I won't go that route. I will say I don't know too much about Jim, but I do know that he is awesome. He's great. He's been such an amazing addition to this family so far, as well as you, Big Jim. Such an awesome guy. Jazz, music,
Go O'Reilly.
everything.
Go O'Reilly.
And you know, like I said, I don't know too much about you right now. I'm still learning things. I do know you love Star Wars. And I know you have a giant closet filled with Michigan State t-shirts. That is true. That Jackie hates and wants to get rid of. So I will say, no matter what, you're gonna get married tomorrow, and she's probably gonna get rid of the shirts. You gotta live with it. But hey,
Pricey pay.
welcome to the family. And with that said, I'd like to say thank you all for coming. Thank you all for the time to listen to me. And cheers to Jackie.
Well done, Justin.
And thank you, Justin, for fixing all the technological issues. He's the one that fixed it.
That's your apple in the family.
You did a good job.
I gave you most.
I helped you.
And it developed.
That said, at some point, we did get
crazy
the
that we're
audio
invited to this.
figured out.